What's up guys, Brian here and I'm back again with another awesome video. In today's video I'm going to walk you guys through how I retouched this amazing image by Chime, and also we are going to color grade it together. I'm aiming for a teal and orange color grade, so it should be really awesome and fun. With that said, let's begin. So this is where we are at right now. I finished retouching the image, but I'm going to go back to the beginning and show you guys what I did. And then after that, we are going to color grade it together. I'm aiming for a teal and orange color grade. This image was shot by Chime. He's an amazing photographer. I'll leave a link to his Instagram in the description box of this video, so you can go check him out and give him a follow. So let me first open the image and show you what it looked like straight out of camera. Okay, so this is what the image looked like straight out of camera. I did some adjustments in Photoshop default Camera Raw Plugin, and this is where we got to. Yeah, amazing transformation, right? So the first thing I did was to increase the temperature, get the contrast right. Then under the HSL sliders, I got rid of any color that wasn't teal or orange or red, because the skin tone is in the red and orange range. And then the outfit, I had to change it from blue to teal by just moving this slider towards this other direction. So that's how we got that effect, and a few minor things here, nothing serious. Let me just open the tab one after the other so we just see the settings. So after that was done, I opened it in Photoshop. This is it straight out of Camera Raw plugin in Photoshop. Then I did some backgrounds distraction removal. I got rid of this guy here in the chair, and also this other person in the background. They were distractions. Next thing I did was frequency separation. Let me show you. I did the skin retouch. This is the before and this is the after. Very simple retouch. Then after that was dodge and burn. I always use curves for my dodge and burn, so I use different curves layers. You see here, curves. Then after the curves was after the dodge and burn was eye whitening. As you can see, the eye is whiter. I like whitening my eyes because it always looks way better than just the the normal eye color that could be either brown or something else. So after that, we made the layer, and I used liquify to expand the hair to make it look fuller, as you can see here. So this is where we are currently, and from here will be skin toning and color grading. So I'm going to use my skin toning action. I have an action for skin tone. It's just an action that creates a folder that contains different adjustment tools that I use for my skin toning. So this is it. I'll leave a link to it in the description box in case you want to download it and be using it for your own skin toning. Then under the select, I'll load I made a selection of the skin and saved it. I don't want to waste time selecting the skin all over again. Since she's wearing a natty outfit, it was really hard to make selection of the skin, so I had to do it before I recorded this video. So this is it. I'll just load it, and I'll create a mask on the skin toning group that I have here, and now we can start skin toning. I might speed up some part of this video so that I don't waste too much of your time. So the main goal is just to get a very nice and beautiful skin tone on her. Okay guys, so this is where we are at right now. I just added this very warm feel to the skin to make it pop and look nicer. I might actually tweak it later on after I've color graded the background. So let me show you. I use the gradient map here. Let me bring it down a little bit. I think it's too much. Then levels, I did a very mild tweak here. Then these are my settings for the different color balance layers I used. Okay, so that's it for the skin toning. You see, this is the before and this is the after. Not too much. I don't like overdoing it in the skin tone aspect when I'm skin toning. So if you remember, I always deselect the eyes and lips when I'm skin toning, just in case this is the first time you're watching my video. Why I do that is that I don't want my skin toning to affect the lips and the eye color. Just wanted to mention that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to just play around with the hair. So I'm going to create a hue and saturation layer. Then I'll use this picker tool here to make selection of the hair color and then boost it. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select only the hair. So to do that, I'm going to use my quick mask tool, and let me get rid of this layer mask. I'll just click on Q to enable the quick mask tool. Then I'll brush in the part that I want it to affect. So I've quickly made a very rough selection of the hair. Now if you have never heard of this tool, I made a separate video on 5 selection tools in Photoshop that you should know about. And if you have not seen it, I also leave a card up there or a link in the description box for you to go check out that video. It's really useful. So now I'll click on Q again to convert it back to a normal selection. Then I'll create a layer mask, and as you can see, what we did, the vibrance boost or the saturation boost, anything you call it, is now affecting only the hair. So I noticed that it is affecting part of the skin here, so I'll just brush that out. Alright, we fixed that. Let me show you now. This is the before, this is the after. Let me tweak it a little bit more. Under the reds channel, I can tweak the color to be a little bit different. So I think I'll just change the hue by -3. Let me make it -3. I hope this looks good. Then the saturation, let me tweak it a little bit more. Yeah, 25 is okay. Then the lightness, I think -3 is okay. Let's see that. This is before, this is after. I'll change it to hair. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to, I think the hair vibrance is too much. We'll tweak that at the end. The next thing I'm going to do is to make a selection of the background for color grade. There's nothing much to really do here aside from boost the orange in the background and also the teal in the dress. So I also have an action for my color grading, so I'll just load the action and it will create this folder that contains tools that I use for my color grading. It's very simple to create. It's just to create a group and then add all these tools here. It just makes it easier for me so that I don't forget any tool or I don't waste too much time creating a folder and all the tools. So the next thing I'm going to do is to create a layer mask again. I'll just select the mask from the image previously, include the lips that I deselected and the eyes too. Yeah, now that is done, I'm going to invert the mask so that it will affect only the background. So I'll just click on select inverse and then create a layer mask on the color grading group. Now anything I do inside this group will affect only the background and not the skin. Then I'll come down to my, I don't always use this gradient map tool, so I'll just delete it. Under selective color, this is where we are going to play around and have fun. So let me just speed up this part so that I don't get bored. Okay guys, this is where we are at right now in terms of the color grading. I think I'm done with the color grading. I love this outcome, like this is mwah. So let me show you guys what I did. Let me just explain quickly. What I did was just to boost the teal in the dress and then add some orange to the background, like boost the orange in the background also. So in my selective color, as you can see here, most of the thing I did was to make it more contrasty and more orange. So I'll just quickly go through the different channels I used so that you can see what I adjusted. Then same with the hue and saturation. I used mainly the cyans here. I think I should increase the saturation again, make it 30. I really want it to, like, you know, pop, really kind of be oversaturated. Yeah, I love that look. So I think I also messed around with my yellows. Did I? No. Reds? Not at all. So I think let me just tweak that a little bit more. Increase it by okay. Then under my color balance, same thing. This is my adjustment for the midtones, shadows, and then the highlights. So at this point, another thing I like doing is to go back to the skin tone to check if it still fits the image. If it doesn't fit the final color grade, then I'll tweak it more. But I love it here. I love how it is here. I think I'll just desaturate it a touch. So I'll just reduce it by -3. Okay, -2 is okay. At this point, a normal person would be done. But me, I'll still go further and open the image in Camera Raw Filter plugin and then finish up the image. So to do that, I'll just create a stamped layer of everything. Okay, so I'm done creating my layer. I'll just change it to Smart Object in case I need to change any of the settings later on. Then I'll open the Camera Raw Filter plugin. And in here, what I always do is just to check, like, you know, just play around again and see if there's anything I could make better. So like the temperature, I could bring it down by -2. Then I'll play around with the light controls here and then the colors. I'll just speed up this part so that I don't bore you. Okay, so I'm going to add a vignette because I always love vignettes in my pictures. I'm going to make it kind of deep. Let's take it to 20. Then I'll change the midpoint and the roundness so that it faders like very smoothly to the edges. So this is before, this is after the Camera Raw plugin. I'll click on OK. Another thing I'm going to do is to just make a selection of the lips and just increase the vibrance a little bit more. It's like we kind of abandoned the lips in everything that we've done so far. Okay, so I'll create a hue and saturation layer here and just increase the lips color. Let me click on this slider here, this color picker tool here, then increase the vibrance. You can see it falls under red, so I think 20 should be okay. Let me show you the before and after. This is before, this is after. Just a little saturation boost, you may not even notice it. Okay, I think it's down too much. Let me take it down to 10. Okay, 9 is okay. So this is where we are at right now. My Photoshop is beginning to become very slow, so I'll just show you guys the progress so far and then merge some of the older layers. This is before everything, this is at this moment. So I'll just select here to here and then merge them together. Okay, I've merged the layer, so my Photoshop should be a little bit faster now. The next thing I'm going to do is just something that is not really necessary, but I just feel it will make the picture look a little bit better. So I'm going to select my brush tool. Under the color, foreground color, I'm going to change it to something warm. This is something like this. Select this color up here, and then I'll take my brush is about at 23% the flow, so I'll just paint this part here and also this part. Then what I'm going to do is to change the blend mode to soft light and then reduce it by, let me bring it down to around 69. And as you can see, it looks like there's a sun like shining through that shade into the background. It really looks really cool. This is before, this is after. It actually adds to the image. Okay guys, so I think that is it. Let me just add a levels layer right here and tweak the contrast a little bit more. Let me just boost the darks by 2 and then the brightness by 5. So this is it. Let me show you guys once again. This is before and this is after. I'm going to now merge the layer again and sharpen it. Okay, I've merged the layer. The next thing I'm going to do is to sharpen the image. I have an action that I use for my sharpening here, so I'll just click on it and wait for it to do its job. So I've done the sharpening. I don't always over sharpen my image. I always like it being very mild, so I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference from over there, but I'll just toggle it on and off for you. This is before sharpening and this is after sharpening. Barely noticeable difference, but it just adds to the image. So I'm now going to start from beginning to end again to show you guys, like toggle the layers from the beginning to the end. This is how we imported the image from Camera Raw. This is after we were done with the retouching. This is the skin toning, the hair vibrance, the background color grade, the Camera Raw plugin, hue and saturation boost of the lips, the little flare in the background, the contrast boost, and the sharpening. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you guys learned a ton from it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and ring the bell icon next to it. It's very important to ring that bell, because if you don't, you won't get to see other awesome videos in future when I upload them. If you love this type of video, let me know so that I can make more of it. Stay safe and see you guys in the next one.